Showtime. Bitcoin moneymaker. Every angle to get in the crypto game. Today I just wanted to talk about copy trading, and this is another angle to make money. The most popular one, pretty much the only one I know, is 1Broker, this site you see right here. And this is where you can deposit Bitcoin and you can copy trades from other traders, and you set a default, let's say ante, how much ever you want to copy on their trades, and you can see their trade history and their success. You can follow multiple traders, they can comment on trades, and they can earn you Bitcoin, especially if they're good and they know what they're doing, so that's nice. One of the most popular ones is this guy over here called Snortex. He had a really good record not that long ago. I mean, it's probably the longest performing guy on this entire site, and this site doesn't have a very long history. So he started back in March, and you can see in this period he did really well. I think I did some calculations. If you put in $5,000 back in March, I think you'd be a millionaire by the end of September, which is pretty amazing if you think about it. And these traders that get followed, they get rewards, so that gives them incentive. And if you go, you can see all their shared trades. I'm copying only him right now. There's other traders, but most of them don't have a long history and don't have the wild success that Snortex has. So it just shows you. Oh, and these markets do not trade cryptocurrencies. They only trade traditional financial instruments, commodities, equities, currencies, forex. There is an ICO that is happening right now called co-vesting, which wants to do this same thing but use cryptocurrencies when you copy trade. There is Bitcoin on this site. Let's go back. There is only Bitcoin to trade, but I don't see that many traders here trade that. It seems like all the traders here are focused on traditional financial instruments. So you can see whether they short or long, and this is the margin that they're doing it at. And on every single trade you can see comments. And if you notice this open trade, the euro to US dollar that he's shorting 100 times leverage, if we go down, this is the latest trade that I've copied from him, the open position. So these are all copied from Snortex because that's the only guy I'm following. But you could copy 10 guys and you could have this list just full. So you can see right here, I'm only copied to Snortex. And right here in this copying button, you get a little pop-up, and you can see how much you want to put in for each trade. And you don't have to be awake. It just copies him whenever he opens a trade, and you can stop copying whenever you want. The minimum is 0.001 Bitcoin per trade. You can see I've ratcheted this up a little bit, and the way I've done it is that I did a minimum of 0.04 Bitcoin, that's right, between all the trades. So you could have up to 40 open trades because the minimum's 0.001, and this guy likes to keep a lot of open trades. Right now this is actually really small. Sometimes I'll have 35, 36 open trades, and when I follow a trader, I want to be able to copy all their trades. I don't want to run out of my available balance here. If you run out of your available balance while you're copying, the copying automatically stops. So they could be dollar cost averaging into a trade, and you'll miss out on half of it because you ran out of money, so you miss their strategy. So I would advise whoever you follow to have enough Bitcoin so that you can always follow all their open positions. And not all traders, have 40 open trades at once. Some only have 5. So it depends on who you pick. So going back to Snortex, you can go in and you can see comments as well on each one. So let's scroll down. This one has a lot of comments because he's done really well. 228% return. Shorting it with 50 times leverage. So this is just a really simple outlook. There aren't many complicated tools on here, and like the actual charts, if you're a trader, are really basic. I'd still use TradingView if you were going to be a trader on here and wanted to try to get followers. or you just want to trade on here and get paid in Bitcoin. It's another great thing if you are a traditional trader. So you can see all these comments, and sometimes Snortex will respond to these. So you'd have to go through. There you go. Respond right there, but he's responding about his strategy and stuff. This guy Snortex has made a lot of money early on in crypto just buying in early and holding. So he just does this for fun, but he's really good. If we see, let's go back to his history. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, if we go up here to social, that's where you'll find all the traders. So I like going to successful traders. These are the popular ones. But if you are successful, I like going over the last 12 months, because like 1 month trading record to me doesn't really mean much. It could have just been luck. But you can see Snortex still destroys everyone else. I mean, he has over 5,000. And the math is kind of strange on this because it's, I guess it's based on percent of each trade, but Snortex himself, right, when he's trading, he could be putting way more money into certain trades that we don't know about, while we're dollar cost averaging every single trade. And when you dollar cost average every single trade and split it up equally like I try to do, so that my total balance here is always in positions, the math gets a little tricky to see like what exactly is 5,000% returns. That said, he's easily done the best out of anybody. I mean, this guy is getting popular. Salt Bae. This guy used to be popular, but I don't think he's done anything this month. Cool Hand Luke. And there's some others, and you can search through all these, but most don't have a very long history. And Snortex is the only guy that's crushed it for 6 months straight. And then you can see the different markets right here. Let's see, like stocks. It's only blue chips. And then if you go to Forex, I think it's only the main currencies like Japanese yen, euro. So you don't have many choices, but you have all the most popular choices. And one of the last things you can do is that if I click any of these, let's say I want to close out early because I think Snortex is playing on tilt and he has profits and he's starting to lose them because he's refusing to close out, or he's just staying in a bad trade and it's going to liquidate. So let's say I want to close out oil to get and just cash out right now. I can click any of these trades early and I can close my position whenever I want, which is really nice. You're never stuck in a trade from the trader. You can always close early. Me personally, like seeing this guy's record and all these other traders that trade all the time and have much better records than I do trading myself, I'm in the site to trust them, and whatever they think is best to close, I'm just sticking with them. But other people, they have rules where they close out whenever they feel comfortable and they just take their gains and run. And same thing with the losses. They'll shut off the losses once they get too high. So again, that's up to you. I think this pretty much covers the entire site. It was easy to deposit. It's been easy to withdraw. It gives you notifications of all these different events that have happened, like when Snortex opened one, when it closed. See this in your email. So it's been a nice site so far, and it's going to be fun to see how co-vesting turns out with copy trading with crypto, because I think the returns will be really, really insane. Please subscribe, leave a like, put a comment. There are links in the description. I'll put a link to 1Broker in case you're interested in joining. Again, I would try to put a minimum. If you're going to copy, find a trader you like, or a few traders actually. I'd probably find 3 or 4 and try to have enough to copy them all for all their trades, which is easier said than done, because if you start following that many traders, I mean, I think you're probably going to need at least $500 to cover all their open positions in Bitcoin, which is a lot for most people. So maybe start off with one trader, who knows. So as always, the rest is up to you.